Hey there, this is Tokomotion, and today I want to show you how to create fur in iClone 6 using a displacement map. On the screen you can see the final result that we want to achieve today. And yes, let's get started. Here in iClone 6 you can see the final character with the final displacement map. But I will start from the beginning now, and so that you can follow step by step. I will use the default gorilla character from the Animal World Volume 4 package that you can find at the Revolution Content Store or at the Revolution Marketplace. If you compare both versions, I think it's clear that the one on the left side is much more interesting and is much more lifelike than the plain default character. So yeah, let's get started to give this guy a more fluffy look. First of all, you will need a good displacement map. I will use one from the DAZ store, and there is a package which is called Verify, which has a lot of great displacement maps, and I would recommend to use this one, but you can also have another look on the internet. Maybe you can find additional displacement maps somewhere. Yeah, it's up to you. Okay, in iClone, select the character and go to the Materials tab in the Modify panel, and make sure that the gorilla default material is selected. Then go to the displacement slot and double click. Here you can load in the necessary displacement map, and you need to navigate to the installation folder where all the maps are located. To find the DAZ installation folders, it's really simple. Just go to your DAZ install manager and click on the installed tab and search for fur, and you will see all the packages that include fur maps. As I use the Verify package, I right click on this one and show installed files, and it will give me the installation path, and I need to go to this path to see all the maps that are included. So I've already done this here in iClone, and as you can see, there are a lot of different displacement maps, and in my opinion the MHFS fur noise map is one of the best to create fur in iClone 6, so I will load this one. iClone will ask you how to apply this displacement map, so leave it as it is, as high map grayscale, but make sure that the auto assign to bump map channel is also selected, and then press OK. You will see that the displacement map and the bump map are generated, and yeah, you will find them in the corresponding slots here. If you compare the two characters on the stage, you will see that the version that we work on doesn't look like the final version. It's because we need to adjust some settings for the displacement map. First, we need to increase the strength to 300. Then scroll down to the tessellation tab and increase the tessellation level up to 10. For the multiplier level, we will use 2 for the moment. As you can see, we had a lot of changes with the model, but it still doesn't look like the final version, because we need some more detail in the displacement map. We will get this detail by increasing the tiling of the displacement map. So go up to the UV settings again and type in for tiling 10 both for U and V. It's not perfect because we also need to adjust the bump map the same way. So click on the bump and again for tiling type in 10 for U and 10 for V, and you will recognize that the model now looks nearly the same like our final version. But if you have a closer look, especially to the face, you will see that there are also displacement or tessellation effects on the face where we don't want to have displacement, because we need to adjust this separately with Photoshop. But it's not really difficult. We just need to load the diffuse and the displacement map into Photoshop. So let's do it like this. Just click the diffuse slot and press this launch button here, and you will be forwarded to Photoshop. The texture map will be loaded in, and do the same thing with the displacement map. Alright, then we need to copy the displacement map to the diffuse map. To do so, just press Ctrl A to select all, and then Ctrl C to copy. Go to the diffuse map and press Ctrl V to paste it. Now you need to remember that in iClone we tiled the map 10 times, so we made it 10 times smaller than the default one. We have to do the same in Photoshop, so we have to decrease the size of this one 10 times. It's really simple to do this, so we just make this invisible for the moment, and we check the diffuse map. The image is 36 centimeters wide and 36 centimeters high. So we need to divide this 10 times, means one piece of the displacement map should be 3.6 centimeters. So just let me zoom in a little bit so that we can see it better. 3.6 would be like this. I will use this selection tool here to give me some kind of a guide. So I will go to 3.6 and leave it okay, and then I will use the guides to make an orientation point there, and then I will make the displacement map visible again and move it up to the corner of this so that it snaps like so, and it snaps like so, and then I will resize it by pressing Ctrl T and using this handle here and pressing the Shift key at the same time. I can resize it to the desired position or to the desired size, which would be like this. Okay, looks quite good. So we can deselect this one, and then we need to fill the whole map with this newly created tiles. To do so, just use the this move tool here. Press Alt and move your mouse so that you can create a copy of this tile, and repeat this step till you are at the end of this line here. So I will fast forward this one more time to fill the whole image. Okay, that's the first step. Next step would be to select all the parts that shouldn't have displacement effect in iClone later. So it would be the face, the mouth thing, the eye, some parts of the hand and the feet. And yeah, we will mark them now with the selection tool. I will go around here just where I think that only skin is visible. So like this. Then the teeth and the mouth. Like so. Okay. Also the ear shouldn't have fur on it. So pressing the shift button and then click again will add this to the selection. Okay, then of course the eye, again shift and click will add to the selection the eye. I think this is also some skin, maybe it's the tongue or so. We will use this again, shift, click, and then select this one as well. Like so. Like this. Then of course the fingers are also just skin, no fur at the moment, and also the back side of the fingers or of the hand and the feet. So we will shift click this as well. Should go maybe like this. Okay, then the whole inner part of the hand or feet. I don't know which one this is, but this has no fur. Okay, this looks good, I think. Yeah. And this part is also should also not have fur on it. So just shift and click to select this part as well. Okay. So I think we're ready to go. Nope, here I missed something on the feet. So this one as well. We don't want to have pure. Okay. Looks good to me. Yeah, that's all. Alright, then make the displacement map visible again, and with the selection active, just press the delete button. Okay, that's nearly everything we have to do. The only thing is we need to fill these parts with a neutral gray color. To do so, just create a new layer, put it under the displacement map layer, and go to the color swatch here and use a gray with an RGB value of 100, 100 and 100. and then use the fill bucket to fill it. And final step is to save this newly created displacement map. I will save it on my desktop just for test purpose, and I will call it test gorilla and displacement. Save it as an PNG, and alright. So let's go back to iClone, and now let's change the displacement map by double click the slot and navigate to the saved picture, which is beer displacement. No, it's not beer, it's a test gorilla displacement, and open it, leave high map grayscale, but don't select auto assign to bump map channel this time. So leave it like it is, leave the default values and just press OK. And you will see that the face looks good, but all in all the fur seems to be gone. This is because we already have the tiling up to 10, but as this is an original map, we can reduce the tiling back to 1, and I think we have to increase the multiplier level a bit to something like 8.7, and as you can see there are some strange effects now on the face, but you can reduce this effect or get rid of this effect by reduce the grayscale base value here, and let's go down a little bit. I think 40 should be okay. Maybe we have some issues here on the mouth region, so let's decrease this a little bit to 38. Yeah, looks much better now, and we have a fluffy gorilla now with a nice face. You can see his eyes, and yeah, all in all it looks really great. And yeah, that's it. Now you can render it, so maybe we can give him an animation. I will use the same like I used for the former one. So motion, and then animal world, and the gorilla motion, and I think this is the standard walk. Yes. And now you ready to render this one. So can make a loop out of this. So in the render settings, one thing you have to keep in mind, as you see, maybe you see it here on the stage, that it seems like it flickers, but you can avoid this in the final rendering by using this super sampling factor here and use the high 3:3. You can also go with the medium. The result is okay, but if you want to have a perfect render, then simply use the high sample size. This will increase render times a bit, but the result is much better. I already prepared this before, and here you can see a super sampling medium, and it looks okay, but if you have a closer look, you can see here in the face region that there's also some jittering, it flickers a bit, and this is not the best result that we can get. So if you check the super sampling high, there's still, if you have really a close look, there's still some flickering and jitter, but all in all it is really a good result, and I would always go for this than for the medium. Alright, that's it. You can also give this a quick try in Indigo. So let's take these two guys and press the Indigo button, and it should give you good results as well. And oh, sorry. Maybe we can increase the light a little bit. And maybe it's a little bit, or the displacement effect is a little bit too strong in Indigo, so I think we have to reduce this. So let's close this again. I will leave the final, or the first character as it is, and we'll just reduce the multiplier value to, let's say 3.8 should be fine, and we'll give it another try in Indigo. And now you have a comparison between the one that looks the best in iClone and I think the one that looks better in Indigo. Okay, here we are again. Just let me increase the light a little bit and pick a white point. And as you can see, I think this one looks much better now in Indigo with the reduced multiplier value. Yeah, but it's up to you. It's what you like better. So maybe this one with a little bit more fluffy fur, or this one. I would go for this one in Indigo, but I would prefer this one in iClone. So I hope this will help you, and yeah, I would be happy if you would leave a comment or subscribe and check out for other tutorials. I will try to create some new ones regularly now, but yeah, we will see. Thanks for watching and happy animating.